All right, guys, so we are going to talk a little bit more about making good choices or bad choices. And so I have some cards I'm going to show you today, and some of them are cards that show good choices, and some of them are cards that show bad choices. And so I'm going to show you the card. You're going to think in your brain, is it a good choice or a bad choice? And you're going to yell it out to me, good choice. And if it's a good choice and you're right, I will put underneath good choices. And if you yell bad choice and it's a bad choice, then I will put it underneath bad choices, okay? So we're gonna be thinking about all the different things that we're gonna do in our classroom, if they're good choices or bad choices, okay? Here is the first one. Cleaning up. Cleaning up. What do you think? I think it's a good choice. We definitely wanna clean up when we make messes. We are responsible and in charge of all of our own things, so that is a good choice. What about this one? Lining up. That one's a good choice too. We definitely want to make sure that we line up nicely. Look, none of the kids in that line were pushing each other, standing on top of each other. They were in a nice straight line, evenly spaced out, not getting in anyone else's space. That's super important for us. Running. What do we think about running? I think running is going to go ahead and be a poor choice because we are inside at school. We don't want to be really running around in the classroom or in the hallway because the ground at school is really hard. It's tile floors, and if you fall on tile, it really, really hurts. So it's definitely not a good choice to be running. What about this one? Sitting crisscross. That is a super good choice. Whenever we're sitting together on the carpet, which I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to do when we come back to school, but maybe whenever you get older, if you're sitting on the carpet, you want to make sure you're sitting crisscross, because if you're laying on your belly, it shows that you're not listening, and that is not making a good choice. So crisscross is a good choice. Ooh, fighting. Look at them. They're fighting with each other. Is that a good choice or a bad choice? I think it's a bad choice. We don't want to fight with our friends. It's not cool. What about this? Pushing. Bad choice. We want to keep our hands to ourselves. We don't want to be touching other people in our class. It's super important. Ooh, what about this one? Throwing. Is that making a good choice? Absolutely not. That is so dangerous. If you throw something, it could hit somebody and really hurt them. So we want to make sure we are not throwing things. What about this? Doing your work. Doing your work. Is that a good choice or a bad choice? Super good choice. We definitely want to make sure that we're always doing our work. Ooh, what about this one? Raise your hand. Is that a good choice or a bad choice? That is a super awesome choice. Did you know when you raise your hand, it tells Miss Robertson that you have something that you want to say, but it doesn't interrupt me. So it lets me finish what I need to say, and then I can call on you, and then you can talk. So that way everybody's listening to me when I'm talking, and everyone can listen to you when you're talking. Raising your hand is a super good choice. I love it. Walking feet. Walking feet. Is that a good choice or a bad choice? That one's a good choice too, because it's safe. If you're using walking feet getting places, that means you're being super, super safe. I love that choice. Hitting. Bad choice. Remember, we already talked about we want to make sure we're keeping our hands to ourselves. If you're hitting someone, you are not keeping your hands to yourself. What about this one? Biting. No, horrible choice for a lot of different reasons. One reason is if you put someone's skin in your mouth to bite them, there are so many germs there. That's gross. We don't want to do that. But also it hurts the other person, and we don't want to hurt our friends. So biting, definitely a poor choice. We don't like that one. Sitting nicely. Look at this boy. He is sitting, his feet are on the floor, his hands are in his lap. He's not rocking around in his chair. Do you think he's making a good choice? Definitely. I think he's making a really good choice to sit nicely. That is awesome. What about this one? Yelling. Yelling. probably not a good choice, right? This is like mean yelling. Sometimes I'll tell you things like yell it out, and I want you to just say it in a loud voice. That's a little bit different than this. This yelling, that's like mean yelling, like, you're not my friend anymore. Mean. When someone says something like that to you, you tell them, I don't care. Done, right? You don't talk to people who do that to you. Paying attention. What do we think? Paying attention. Good choice, bad choice? Super good choice. When you pay attention, whenever someone's talking, you can learn and you're being respectful to them. Super awesome. Talking during lessons. What do we think? Poor choice. If you're talking during a lesson, you're not paying attention or listening, so you're definitely not making a good choice. Let's see. Ooh, helping others. What do we think? Helping others. Good choice or a bad choice? Definitely a good choice. We talked about this being a good citizen. Helping others is a good choice. What about sharing? Sharing. This is a good choice too. If you have a toy and somebody else wants to use it, it's always nice to share with them. Maybe you share with your little brother or sister at home. Those are all really good choices. Listening ears. Good choice or bad choice? That one's a good choice. We've been talking all about how important it is to be a good listener, right? A good listener. Ooh, interrupting. Good choice or bad choice? Interrupting is definitely a bad choice. Interrupting is like whenever you start talking while I'm talking or while someone else is talking, and that's really rude, and we don't like to do that. So now we've looked at a whole bunch of different things that we can do in the classroom. We've decided what good choices are and what bad choices are. And so whenever we come back to school, I want to make sure that we can remember all the things that we said were good choices. So those are the things that we're going to try and do. And we can remember all the things we said were bad choices. So those are the things that we are going to not do. And so you guys, while you're at your houses, you can be practicing making good choices just like you would at school and not making the bad choices just like you will do when you come to school. All right? Bye, guys.